I don't know. I know where Amanda's at.
Man!
Where years old?
That's right.
Huh? Please silence your phones.
Listen, you know
that
what?
Would be
Who come,
pretty
come.
beautiful.
Who not
don't,
come,
don't.
not come.
Because guess what? I already hit record. Boom! Welcome to Pandagasms, y'all. I am your host, Panda. And that means y'all listen. Yay! Come on, bottom partner. Get it together. You're going to be my co-host today because Toya isn't here. You're going to have to be my filler. I'm kidding. Big Cap, we love you, baby. With that being said, we got a lot of people here today, y'all. Remember the last show? We said that we was going to do the family reunion. There's 35 people in a 15-bedroom house. So if you're hearing the clink and the clatter, that's the people that didn't follow directions prior to the show starting. You know, black folks can follow instructions. So we're about to introduce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people are not going to be introduced. Got you. Yeah. She is. Nah, but for real. We came out here because last family reunion, my cousin was proposed to. And now she's getting married this year. Yeah. Shout out to Black Love, baby. Yes. Because you know it only happens once in a while. You could get black people together. Ain't no fight. Ain't nobody beat up nobody. So we good. With that being said, let's just talk about some stuff that happens in families. Does anybody want to go first to discuss their experience thus far? It is now Friday, October 8th. And we've been here since Wednesday, October 6th. Yeah, all right. So some of y'all know my brother, Fredo, if you've listened in the past, because I am not introducing nobody but me. Go ahead, Fredo.
What up? Real quick, I just want to say, first, I was very stressful because I wanted to hear the family make sure that they got here safely. And that's the most important thing. Family getting to their location where they need to be safe. That's what I was stressed out about the most. My second thing was my cousin. I think she's the third or fourth oldest out of all of us. And she's getting married to a pretty cool guy.
He's over there. Definitely was looking at your brother.
I'm looking at my brother, but
that's what happens when you're little.
It happens. But
I wish we had video for that.
The family is here. Everybody is safe. That's all I really care about. We all together. Congratulations to Gina. Congratulations to Earl. And may God bless you guys.
That was sweet. Our newcomers, anybody? Yes, no. The old comers? Yes, no, maybe so.
What's the topic?
No, the topic is just this family reunion.
Oh, all right. So my experience so far is great. I've gotten to know some people that I haven't been so familiar with. I've gotten to know new people in the family. Hoping that the feelings are mutual. Let me say it with my chest. So yeah, I'm just vibing out. It's a good vibe. I'm glad to be away from work, around good people, good environment, and a happy family. And congratulations to Earl and Gina. And we're 1 year past where we were last year. And happy birthday to James.
Oh yeah! He's not here though. He was just saying happy birthday to him. An audience that is my other older brother, Mr. Ant.
You're returning guest.
I'm returning guest. We popped his cherry long time ago.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anybody else want to tune in? Anybody else want to tune in? Our last minuter, Tima Beamer. What's up, baby? Come on.
I wasn't last minute. Well, it's my first time with the family, but it feels like I've been here forever. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the acceptance from everybody. It's more than I get from my own family.
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay,
Sometimes the family is what you create, baby girl. Just because they got your blood in you, that's your relatives.
Literally. Literally.
Let's talk about it. You got relatives and you got family. This right here is family.
Literally.
We got one of the elders in the back, co-signing the family, chiming in, even though she said she wasn't going to record because she could be over here at the round table with the young folks. But you know how the elders do. They got to have the peanut gallery going on in the back.
Sprinkle a little wisdom real quick.
Real quick. Anybody got questions for the elders to gain some wisdom? Oh, another newcomer?
Yes.
All right. What we calling you today? We got you a Sunshine?
Yes.
You Sunshine. Come closer, Sunshine. You talk too low. Come on, baby. Introduce yourself, Sunshine. Say what you're going to say.
So my experience here so far, after not being here for at least 2 years, this is my first time returning. So my experience here so far has been very emotional because there's a lot of things going on that I personally feel no one wants to talk about.
Oh, the hard
And
conversations
the
that families don't want to touch.
The difficult things. So
everybody's tiptoeing.
The first thing I want to say, the first thing I want to say is that I am extremely happy for the couple that is about to take on this new chapter in their life. Even though they've been together forever.
What's forever? Talk to us, y'all. What's forever?
12 years.
Hey. 12 years. Dog, I struggle with 12 days.
Right.
12 hours. 12 minutes. Let's bring it down as minuscule as possible. 12 seconds of other persons in my space. 12 years.
I want to say first and foremost, congratulations, and just know that I was always rooting for you.
Yes,
always
absolutely.
As a part of this family, and to the gentleman who proposed, you're lucky to have her.
You are. We're lucky to have you too, though.
And to the lady who accepted proposal, just know that you got to keep her. Know that.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
I just want to put that out there and let everybody know who may feel differently than the way I feel. I may see something that you don't, but I respect the decision, and I couldn't be more happy for the two of you.
Me too.
Know that.
That part.
Amen.
That part. Yes. Anybody else?
I would like to say,
you got to introduce yourself, groom.
Groom.
Come on, groom.
I love you guys like you're my very own.
You gotta speak up, baby.
Don't say it to my chest. I do.
All right, now focus.
Like that.
Say it like that. Let the audience know.
I love you guys.
We love you too, man.
Absolutely.
Day one.
Right.
Facts.
Day
Felt
one.
it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm married into a great family, y'all.
I blame Alfred,
When I
but it's
look,
okay.
when I look around, you know what I'm saying? When I look around,
One at a time.
when I look around, I say to myself, like, families should conduct themselves like this.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? For
Yes.
real.
Thank you.
I honor
I'm
that.
humbled. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm serious.
And we honor you right back.
We
Thank you.
receive that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real,
I
for
receive
real.
it, yeah.
Right? Primita?
Don't get shy now.
I ain't saying nothing.
The bride said, not today, not today. Some of the elders have joined us. You guys, give them a seat. You're good? You don't need a seat?
I want to hear what you got. Women of wisdom.
Women of
Wow.
Come on, ladies. Women of wisdom.
Say
You guys have
been-
seen, experienced
everything.
so many different.
You've been married, you've been divorced.
Yeah.
Right. Come on.
Single
Talk to us.
moms. You've been incredible women.
Yeah.
You have been our role models. You have been our peacekeepers. You have been the shoulders we cry on, the ears we tell our dirty secrets to.
Mhm.
I know my mom. She knows all my dirty secrets. Anyway, so we need some wisdom from you all.
What do you have to say?
Well, I'm her mom.
Hi, Nenen.
That's what I've been called. I'm Nana to everybody. Because I'm the old lady of the family. I'm 80 years old.
Yes. 80 years young, Nenen.
Yes. And I have these kids around me and I enjoy the company. I have to put them in the place sometime, but I
That's
try to do
Amanda.
it in a nice way.
I'm her favorite.
They have a lot of love for me.
Yes.
Nenen, how many
Yeah.
children do you have? Would you like to share that?
I have 5 children, but I raised 10 kids
Total.
till
Still
they are. The
continue.
youngest is just 13 years old.
Wow.
The oldest is 57 years old.
Woo!
8 years old.
58?
And
Wow.
every one of those kids, I never have problem with. There's none in prison. There's none got killed. There's none got
Praise God.
there. I have nurses. I have teachers. I have in the family.
What else you got going on? Tell us how proud you are of all these
And
children.
I am so proud of these children that these elderly people have raised, because it takes a village to raise these kids.
Right.
Yes.
And they are very respectable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one that if you give me any mouth, I'm going to tell your parents, I'm going to beat you and send you home to your parents, and they're going to give you another beating.
Oh gosh.
Old
They
school.
went
We've
through
talked
that.
about this beating already. But
Yes.
go ahead.
But I love them all. And one thing I have to say with this family, I am not a blood relative. Me and my grandson had this talk this week. Because he says there are going to be a crowd of people in the house. I said, they're going to be all of your family. He said, no, Nana, they're going to be your family too, because they are your family. I said, no, they're not family. He said, yeah, you married into the family.
That's right.
I didn't marry into the family. My daughter married into the family.
And when she
So she
married
said,
in, you got in too. That's right. That's
I
right.
was trying to.
We have any words from the other wild mom?
Okay,
Yeah, I don't need to sit down.
No.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. This family right here is my family.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I have my family, but there's only 3 of us here in my blood family.
Mhm.
But this family here, it's my family.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
right.
Earl, Gina, the first time I met you all, because I've been on this get together for the longest while. Earl, when I met you, I fall in love with you. Gina, when I met you, I fall in love with you. Mama Sid, I fall in love with everybody. I was so happy, like Miss Norma says, we were there from the beginning and we are there till the end.
That's right.
One thing I have to say, communication in a wedding is the best. Communicate to one another, please. Whatever you all do, communicate. If you all have a little argument, make sure you all make up at the end of the day. Never go and sleep angry.
Yeah.
I love you all guys. I love this family. God bless you too. We're going to have a good time.
Yes. All right. To the nitty gritty. Cousin Sunshine, baby, you said a mouthful when you said we got some topics we need to touch. What's some hard topics that you feel like the family should be discussing, sweetheart? Let's talk.
I think being that the occasion is fitting, and it's no big secret because G and Earl have been together for over a decade. They say if you could get through the first 10 years, you can get through anything. So I think some of the toughest things in their case, I think some of the toughest things in anyone's case, not just their case uniquely, but in anyone's case, is having a blended family. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So like they don't have, say, children together, but they have children.
Right.
And in those children, they expand their family. You know what I mean? From the oldest to the youngest. And so the oldest can be, say, 35. It doesn't matter. It's still an offspring. It's still someone who needs to be recognized as not just an individual who is, say, unique, but an individual who requires a lot of interaction or attention, so to speak. So blended families can be as complicated as blood related families. You know what I mean? So I think some of the things that maybe people don't want to talk about or maybe taboo. I know in our family personally, you know what I mean, is having the blended family. Like I've experienced personal situations where my bonus mom, my mom died when I was young, as little before my second birthday, and so my bonus mom came into my life when I was 10. And I get a lot of things like, that's not your real mom. And I'm like, says who? You know, I get
Right.
defensive. I'm like, says who? You know, that lady wiped my nose. And when I had a fever, that lady gave me Tylenol. And when I couldn't wipe my ass, that lady did it.
Right.
And when I couldn't braid my hair, she was the one. And what, you know, so then I gotta break things down to people like, so what? She's not my biological mom. However, she's my bonus mom and a mother in the sense of a blended family, or a father in the
Right.
sense of a
Yeah.
blended family.
Right.
Coming back full circle, may not get the type of accolade that
As
they
a mom.
should as a parent.
As the parent.
As a parent. So I think that blended families, as complex as they may be and as unique as they are, is a subject that people don't want to touch. Personally, that's just how I feel.
So when you see things like that, do you speak on it, or do you be like, "Not my monkeys, not my circus"? This is your family.
It's a fact, but it depends on the individual, because some people are ready to hear it. I'm all about who's ready to hear it. And for the most part, if we're all sitting here now, it's at least a dozen of us at the round table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we're all sitting here right now, some of us would be ready to receive, and some of us are like, miss me with that, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the individual, and you have to know, personally, I feel like you have to know how to address that individual in order to reach the core of what they may be experiencing. Because some people may sit there and go, "Nah, we all good," when really internally shit is
They're
falling
not.
apart.
Right.
You know, and vice versa. Some people may be sitting there like, "Oh, the sky is falling," and you like, "Dude, seriously, come on now." You know, X, Y, and Z. Put things in perspective. So it's all about perspective and the individual. So sometimes you can speak on it, and I will. But most times, depending on the person,
You can't.
not that I can't, I choose not to.
Right, because they're not.
Because the
it's gonna
person is not
become-
ready to receive.
Right.
It's
Right.
about the individual and how you say to the individual, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're coming to me and you're saying, "Oh, my bonus kids are driving me crazy," or "Oh, my own kids are driving me crazy," I have one or two options at that point. My option is either to A, advise, or B, just listen and be a sounding board. It
Right.
depends on the individual. So I can advise, may not be welcomed, or I could be a sounding board, and a lot of times that's not welcome. "You don't have anything to say?" I get that from my friends a lot of times. I'm like, I'm listening to them. I'm just listening.
Right.
Because you have to really know how to pick and choose your battles when it comes to your relationships, whether it's maternal, paternal, sibling, cousin, aunt, uncle, friend, relationships where I have such a unique relationship with everyone in this circle, and I know who I can speak to and who I can't.
And how?
Fact.
Right. Absolutely right. Does anyone have something to say to that? The elders, the newcomers, anyone?
So I'm going to piggyback because I had daddy issues.
Ooh.
A lot of people say that they have mommy issues, but I have daddy issues. My daddy issues is
Are.
No. I'm going to say was
Were.
or were. The English language is very difficult.
You born here.
Yes, I am American. But anyway, yes, I do have daddy issues because one, I really don't trust women. I can do for myself. I can cook, I can clean, and I can actually maintain myself life-wise. I don't need anyone to do that. And I was raised that way. But learning to be with a woman who can do it herself as well, I had to learn how to compromise and make things work. But it takes an individual to have to learn to overlook that and become the man that they say that we should be in order to make things work.
So now that you're older, what do you consider to be a quote unquote man?
I still don't know yet. And I'm 45.
Right.
So what were you told is a man?
They haven't told me yet.
So how are they supposed to expect you to be something they never told you what it is to be that?
Well, the first
But how can you're experiencing things, but you don't even know how to put it into language to explain your experience. So if you don't even know the definition of what you're supposed to experience, you can't identify it.
Mm-hmm.
You make it as you live.
You make it as you live, but what are you making?
There's no-
What are you going to verbalize to say you've experienced? You can't say I've experienced being a man because you don't even know what
Your legacy.
you don't know what. So, but at least you were told that. I'm asking him, does
Sometimes
he know
the
what it
man who's
is?
supposed to show you to be the man don't
That's
even
what
know
I'm
how to
saying.
be.
I'm gonna say,
Take
Time
his
out.
shoes off of that.
hold on. Let me.
Yeah, from the men. Because,
From a man's perspective,
right.
the standard of a man does not exist. The standard of a man is what that man raises himself to be. You can never ask a son to be like a father. You can never ask a father to act like his father. Each person is going to have their own unique individual experiences because the world is evolving as we're all growing.
Right. As we
So there's no way for anyone, and I kind of hate that society does that
Right.
and says that a man, there's no standard for a woman.
right.
So why should there be a
Hey.
standard for a man? You know,
Absolutely.
it's like the man, the American version is you're supposed to go to work, provide for your family, and then go to sleep at night, and then get up the next morning and do
And do it
everything
again.
Rinse and repeat.
And that's not life. That's
Right.
far from actual life.
I
There's
absolutely
a
agree.
lot of emotions, a lot of feelings that men put to the side because of the American standard. So when I say that, I feel like each person is their own individual man. I can't be Justin. I can't be Earl. I can't be Elle. I can't be Alfredo. None of them can be me.
Right.
We all bring our
Right.
own thing to this world
Right.
to just make the world a better place. As they say, being a better citizen for the world. So there's no way to say that there's a standard that he should act this way, he should act this way, or he should act this way.
Well
And
said.
that's just how I feel.
Well
I
said.
absolutely agree with that. Good job. Good point.
Well
So I
said.
want to touch base on something Fredo said earlier where we were taught that we don't need people. And I've had this conversation with someone recently, and we got to unlearn that. Because unfortunately, we need people.
Yes.
We all need each other.
Yes.
And I'm sick and tired of hearing people, I don't need, no, yeah, you do. You need people for support. When you're going through stuff at work, in your relationship with your kids, whatever, you need somebody to talk to. Because if you don't, it's going to build up, you're going to explode, and you're going to lose it. So we need support, whether it's emotional, physical. Some people need to be hugged a lot. So that's a need. It's a need. Whenever you hear somebody tell you that you don't need someone, they're coming from a place of hurt. And hurt people hurt people.
Yep.
So as soon as you hear that, walk away from that person because they're teaching you foolishness. And that vicious toxicness is going to continue. It's a cycle. So if somebody's telling you that from small, consistently, that's what you're going to continue to believe in your head. And you're going to teach your children this. You're going to teach your friends that. And it's going to keep going. Stop telling people you don't need people. You do. You do. Because if you didn't, would none of us be here right now? Because clearly, our family needs our support to witness this beautiful event that's about to take place. So stop telling your kids and your friends they don't need nobody, because you do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be depressed. Because you feel like you can't trust nobody. You wouldn't have anxiety because you wouldn't feel like you got to worry about the future because you got nobody to have your back. So stop believing you don't need nobody. You do. All of y'all.
Us.
All of us. Because clearly we need each other or else we wouldn't be here.
I have a question
Go ahead.
on the subject of need, not to take away from the bride and groom. Do you need each other?
The question was, do you need each other? Sunshine is talking mad low. So you low talkers got to speak up or come closer because it's not going to record in your part. It's going to get lost. So do me a favor. Come
Do
closer.
you need each other?
Yes. Do you need each other? Question.
Right, baby? You told me
But do you need him?
Yes.
Hey.
Obviously.
Do you need
That's
her?
beautiful.
Yes.
What are the things you need her for?
Keep me sane.
Ooh, she keeps you sane. She's your
She's
peace.
your peace. I know that's right.
I know that's
Let
right.
me go, I'm gonna run wild.
She be holding that leash like, bro, you ain't going nowhere.
That one.
Why you need your hubby?
He has come to be my best friend,
Nice.
Aw.
my therapist, my confidant, my doctor,
Right.
Your nurse.
my chauffeur,
Right.
Your pet at next. Whatever. I get it.
my chef,
Aw.
everything.
Aw. You guys are so dope. And you know what's dope? That you can say that as a man, because a lot of men are getting beat down for loving their women out loud. And it sucks. So you men that want to be in relationships and you want to love your girl out loud, don't let nobody tell you simping. Because that's not being a simp to love your lady out loud. If the energy is being reciprocated and she's loving you out loud too, don't let nobody tell you that. Because again, hurt people hurt people. They've never experienced the right love to love somebody out loud like that. So that's why they're ashamed. You should never be ashamed of who you love and how you love them. As long as y'all ain't boxing each other in the face, and if that's what helps you sleep at night, do that. But it ain't gonna work over here. But if that's what works for y'all, hey, that's your thing. However, you get what I'm trying to say. Anybody? Anybody? Newbie, you ready, baby?
Go.
You about to lose your spot, sis.
Bless. I'm waiting.
Speaking in silence. What you say?
So
Yeah.
a topic I did want to bring up. Fredo mentioned fathers and sons having a relationship and mothers and daughters having a relationship. A lot of times you try to have that relationship with your mom as a daughter and you can't. Let's talk about those relationships. Kim said that she could talk to her mom. She knows all her secrets. Can everybody say that your mom knows your secrets?
Yes.
And that it can stay with her and not go to somebody else's ears?
Yes.
No. That is dope.
Yes.
That is a blessing, honey.
Yes.
I congratulate you and your mom for having that. Because a lot of women, especially Black women, can't say that.
My daughter's here.
I don't think she wants to talk though.
Not my problem.
Oh. Yeah. So somebody's getting
And my
real.
niece is here.
Ooh, we got a daughter and a niece getting real in, y'all. Come on, y'all come in.
My niece has courage. You see that?
Yes, this is what's up. Come on, baby girl. You want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
Daughter, bride's daughter.
Daughter of the bride. Do you want to tell us your age?
I am 23.
23. You young, baby. I miss those days. Damn, I miss being 23. Woo! I didn't have the twins yet. I was wilding out.
You got no lips.
Sorry. Go ahead. My bad, y'all. I was reminiscing.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to say?
All right. So we pulled you in because Sunshine, you guys are obviously daughters.
Mhm.
You just announced that.
Mhm.
What's your relationship like with your mom? Do you feel like you can have that trusting relationship where you can go to her, you having a problem, you can open up, be honest with her about anything, and it's going to stay between y'all?
Yeah, I feel like if I was to say anything to my mom, I know it won't. If I say certain things, she uses her own just her own judgment in regards to. If I tell her something in confidence, she won't she won't say anything to anybody else, but I know that if I say, I would appreciate if what we're talking about right now is staying
Stays
between
between
us. Yeah, she really won't tell anybody.
Right. But do you feel you even have to tell her that?
No.
That's good.
But I feel like because my mom is also my friend in some sense, I will still say before I'm gonna, even if it's good news, I would say I'm gonna tell you first, obviously, before I tell everyone else. Don't say anything in that aspect. I want to say that.
That's good.
Whether it's good or something much more personal or on the negative spectrum, it's the same thing applies.
My lovely Dash, you joined us. Do you want to chime in, sweetie?
Yes, my mother is very lovely.
Good job. Good job. Short, sweet, to the point.
Yo, you sound like you was shook to come out here.
Yes.
Let me just get this short and sweet, make her happy. I'm out.
Oh, it's not about making her happy. She's truly a lovely woman. That's all I got.
That's good.
That's what's
But
up.
she's not.
Do you
Look
have that
around
type
you.
of
You have
relationship
more
with
than
your
what you
mom?
think.
Yeah.
I agree that I have more than what I think, but
So it's a transparent moment. Take a second.
yeah, no, I know that I have more than what I think, but just sitting here, all I really had all my life was you, Gina, and Aunt Abby, and being that
That's
my father
real.
died when I was little, she's all I got. She's been a one-man band for the longest.
That's what's up.
Now you got us.
We're your one man band too, but you're right. She's your definite
Yeah.
go to because I'd be like,
Yeah.
you gotta call your mommy, honey.
You like, you want to do what?
Hold on,
Hey, you want me to co-sign? I can't do that.
She'd be like, get off my phone.
So I have a question for you, young ladies. Do you ever feel like it's an attack when mom gives? Because I know you use the word judge, Liv.
Mhm.
You use the word judge, and that can be a strong word depending on the situation. Do you really feel like it's a judgment, or do you feel because you don't want to hear what she's saying to you, it may come off as judgment, but it's really her, really trying to guide you?
I would say when I say judgment, I meant in regards to her discerning whether or not what
Okay.
I'm telling her should be who she's gonna tell is either
Right,
my
okay.
grandmother or my aunt. But other than that, I don't feel like my mom has ever judged me outright. I think a lot of what she did within her parenting was, Olivia. I feel like she gave me a lot of trust growing up in regards to she knew that I could make the right choices for myself, and if I didn't, okay, I'll be here to save the day, but we're gonna go through as to why what you did wasn't the best decision for yourself and all the,
That's dope.
Love it.
Yes. Look at all the love you guys are getting today. I love to see families being loved on.
The building.
There is another mom. The mother of the bride is here. Come on, Cree.
She's one of the seniors.
Nana comes.
She's a wow. She's definitely a wow.
Yeah.
Definitely
A woman of wisdom.
Say that S word again, you're gonna
She
go
doesn't
get a
wanna
branch
talk.
off the tree outside.
She doesn't look like she wants to talk, but the woman,
Yes.
another woman of wisdom, she's like another mom to me. My third mom, no, fourth, because my real mom, then the other three, right.
She's
So she's my fourth mom. Well, actually, they're all in the same line. They don't really have a level.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can put them all in the same line, they'd all
How about we just say that cousin Sita is the other mother?
the other mom.
Yeah.
The other mom. What are the
that
other
we
moms?
I know we can't, if we effed up, she was that person that would say, listen, you guys got to get it under control before I step in. And that was from my oldest sister ages where Dewan was just born.
Before Dewan.
Yeah.
Before Dewan. So, yeah, there's a lot between... we call her Sita. We ain't gonna call her government name. We're gonna call her Sita.
And we're going to stop using government names.
Right. And how she has held it down for the women and the men in this family. What she doesn't know how much she's done for.
And kudos to that, Alfredo, because one thing about cousin Sita, as y'all calling her.
Right. We ain't no government.
Right. One thing about and I think I've always made this very clear in my upbringing. She was best friends with my mom. And like I said earlier in the podcast, my mom died when I was 2. So when my bonus mom had came along, there was already a decade in between, the time that my dad was a single parent up until he settled with my bonus mom. However, in between that, all I had was this woman, cousin Sita, as you call her.
Yep.
All I had was this woman, and all I had was what she was able to give. And what she was able to give in the strength that she was able to give it, not just losing her best friend and her sister, but taking on her niece and having to open up a whole lot of cans of worms because I was inquisitive. So, could my mother dance? So, what was my mother's favorite song? So, what was my mother like? So,
It's so nice to have the elders around to ask these questions for things we have no information about.
Not even realizing as a child how I must have tormented her.
We all tormented her.
Saying? Because she answered questions that might have been very difficult at the time. I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And here I am, still trying to get to know who my biological mother was through her. Right. And through that, it wasn't until I had my son, and I was already an elder, but what she said to me was, for someone who never knew her, you act just like her. And that said it all for me. For someone who never knew your biological mother, you act just like her. And so thank you for that. I appreciate you.
Shout out to another wow. All right. I'm tired of the sappy mess. I want to get bug wild with it. I'm about to pivot it real quick. Bonus son, use a rapper. Put you out there, baby. Come on. What? Introduce yourself. We got entrepreneurs up and down in this family. Introduce yourself, baby. Go ahead. Talk to the people.
Larry Sicko, that's my name. Real name Lawrence, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to see y'all happy. And I for real, y'all made me happy just to see y'all together, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to freestyle right
Yes, you do want to freestyle right now. Come on, fam. Come on, fam.
Yeah, not right now. Look me up on YouTube and stuff. I'm sorry, I don't rap right now. I'm just happy to see
He's
y'all.
having family time.
I'm
He's
just
not
happy
having
to see
rapper
y'all.
time.
Not on work mode. For real.
Who missed it when the neighbors came over to ask if they could party with us?
I didn't miss it.
I missed
Yo,
What happened?
you missed. So we outside, turned up. We hear duck, 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 duck at the gate, right? So we're thinking it's the maintenance man because the jacuzzi, the hot tub wasn't getting hot.
Yeah.
So we're thinking it's the maintenance man. So I open the door and there's this woman in a bathing suit and a sarong, and she's like, "Can we come over to party?" I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "Can we come over to party?" I'm like, Kim, she wants to party with us. I'm like, "Ma'am, I can't, like, it's all my family. I can't just have you come over here." So she's like, "Can you turn the music up?" Wait, huh? Say that again. Can you turn the music up? So I'm like, "Okay, we got you. We turn up the music." I look over, there's 3 other aunties like backing it up and moving it.
All
Okay.
the screen door. So they're all like squeezed in the screen door, like, can we come over?
Like, are we coming over? Are they saying yes? What are they saying? We're going to turn up over here by their music. Listen, I ain't never in my life been somewhere and the neighbors wanted to come over and party with us.
Did you let them over?
You can blame.
You live on home film.
We know them.
Our house.
Gotta take that out.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean we live?
You can blame your brothers for that
What happened?
because the eldest brother was on the outer end of the screen.
Singing Baby Shark.
Singing Baby Shark.
What?
Your eldest brother was outside of the screen.
Alfred's the oldest. What are you looking at me?
Oh, he
No.
No. Let's clarify something. Anthony's the more mature.
Yes, I'm mature, not older.
I'm just older by numbers.
You not older.
You're not older.
Anthony's March.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, thanks to your eldest brother.
I'm sorry. Thanks to your eldest brother.
Thanks, guys. I worked on that for months. I've been working on that.
Did we just erase all your hard work?
Yes.
Again, I say, Mikey.
Of making him believe he was older than you? Oh, man.
He made him believe overnight that I was still upset with him that I didn't want to hug. So this
Hey.
Okay, back to the
That is not
Get
the subject of the
Eldest
we
brother.
love you.
Eldest brother had a toy shark, and he was on the outside of the screen. His teammate here said, "Who is that?" Because she hears "Baby Shark." I
was like, I got some weird ass neighbors.
So she turns around, but I already see through the screen, and I see his shadow. So they're like, "Who is that?" I said, "That's Anthony." Let's turn around. And then she turns around. So the old lady across from the pool, next door, seen me talking to Anthony. So she goes,
"Hi, neighbor."
Watch this. So I'm like this. Then she says, "Hi, neighbor." I said, "Oh, she is waving to me." So he continues to have the conversation. I took off. See you later. He continued to talk to the neighbor, so you can blame your eldest brother
for singing Baby Shark
and having the conversation
with
and now you
with
know
grandma.
And now you know where the shark in the pool came from that you thought was a real fish.
So yo,
Huh?
yeah, yo,
in the pool,
yeah.
Man, the toy shark is this big.
Dog, it's a fish, dog. It looks real. It did look real. So yeah, So what had happened, right? We outside vibing. So we was about to come inside because it started to rain. So I'm looking at the peripheral and I see this thing floating in the water. I'm like, oh, I thought we had fish in the pool. Kim's like,
oh my God.
what? She looking around like this girl done lost her damn mind. But I swear to God, that fish was real. It was a toy shark, and I'm happy it was a toy because I thought we had real fish in the pool that I just saw today.
It was a baby shark.
Today. It was a baby shark. It was a baby shark toy, but I saw Nemo, okay? I saw the water's blue, the fish is gray. I saw Nemo, thought we had fish. Nemo
was orange.
Nemo's orange. So like I said, I was a little, In that moment, I was Doreen.
And that, my dear,
Listen, y'all ain't finna do me like this on my show.
That, my dear, is my husband's sister.
You got to pivot?
Yeah.
Pivot us, baby.
Real story, real quick.
Yep.
Here's the story. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident.
Ooh.
I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a co-worker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job, saying it was too traumatic to go back to work. She was in the early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or the other husband was the father.
Wait, was this on the radio?
Yes. It wasn't
with the
Zane.
African guy or Haitian guy?
No,
and
it wasn't Zane on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, because there was a radio, and the guy called in, and he was like, but I love her, and she has my baby. And the guy's like, but that's your friend. He's like, I don't care. I love her. I was like, oh, shoot. Sorry. Go ahead, Mill.
Jesus.
So, okay. So in the early weeks of pregnancy when she died, my husband doesn't know whether he is the father or not. So on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby that he doesn't know if it's his.
Oh.
She said, I find it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling, yet I don't have the air to yell at him like I want to. He said, she's dead, so there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and ask me for understanding as he grieves. We barely talked these last few weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and he says he misses her and he wishes she were here. What kinds of words of advice should I give him?
Get out. Perfect. Get out. Till death do us part. You are now dead in my brain. Get out my house, bruh. You over here in my bed mourning your side chick, your sneaky link that might be having a baby. What?
Yeah.
Nah.
I would have no.
You gotta go, bruh.
Because I would already pack my bag. He ain't leaving. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Nah, bruh.
You need to be at peace with your grief, and I am not gonna be.
I've been like, you
I'm not
better
your
go cry and
peace, so
tremble at that
I'm leaving.
gravesite.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Don't cry and tremble in my bed. You better go sleep next to her and cry.
I absolutely understand you're mourning this person at this moment, sir. However, you are not allowed to mourn in my residence. Please take your belongings and vacate the premises. Otherwise, some authoritative figures might have to escort you off my premises because you cannot live here no more. Oh, no.
Why?
I still don't understand
Why?
Why? Why did she even ask the
Yo,
question?
sis sounds dumb.
Very dumb. But he quit his job. You go to a hotel for 2 weeks. He gonna get evicted. You just come back to the house and buy it off of escrow. There you go.
No.
Foreclose your home. You gonna get your house cheaper and you gonna move right in. He ain't gonna wash the furniture because he's depressed. So you get to keep the furniture. You get to buy the house because now it's in foreclosure. Shoot, that's a win-win situation, baby. I don't understand what the problem is.
Kim,
She said he ain't gonna
Stop.
watch the furniture
Please,
because
you're
he's
giving her
depressed.
ideas.
the wheels in my head have been turning.
You're like, oh no, he gotta leave my house. No, I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna rent an apartment for 2 months. I'm gonna wait for that motherfucker to go in foreclosure. I'm gonna go to him and be like, since you ain't got no job and since this is our house, can I buy this house off of you for 80% less because now it's in foreclosure? And then he can get the fuck out because now my house is underneath my name and my name only. He can't go nowhere. Where's he going? He ain't got no job, so he ain't taking the furniture. So I get to keep my house and my furniture and get him the fuck out and everything's in my name. Why am I gonna kick him out?
Hold on. Ma'am, I have a question.
I have a question.
Is this story fiction or not?
Right. Hold on.
Your husband is worried. He is worried over there.
Second question.
He heard the house. He said,
Second question. Did he sign a prenup?
Nope.
Words of advice. Get a prenup. And have wicked women like Kim outside.
Now I'm man is grieving over his son without with you.
Funeral that they was messing around. I found out that the funeral he'd have been right in pieces with her in the casket.
Yes. No,
Yo.
now you're in prison. What's gonna happen to your kids?
I do agree with Kim, so I'm not gonna lie. I would probably do that too.
Yes.
So you know
I
what?
would rent an apartment for 2 months and
That's
wait
right.
for him to go in foreclosure because he ain't got a
He ain't
job.
got a job. He quit his job.
Everything's
So hold
gonna
on.
be
Wanting the
fine.
girls.
Second, hold on. How y'all married and you only own a house?
I'm saying it will be our name, but I want. He crying over the dead side piece in my bed
that
I didn't even know about.
Right.
Thank you. All of it, the house and everything inside of it is going to be under one name and one name only, and that is mine.
Liv, Des, you find out your man is got a sneaky link. She died. He balling down the place. You staying with him?
No, you gotta go.
She whispered down like, no, you gotta go.
Too much.
Des,
After he get
you riding it out, sis? You standing by your man?
No, definitely not.
because
I feel
this
like in
sound-
that case, you can't just leave. Like you gotta set some pain to it. Like you gotta.
Oh, she said the pain.
Yeah.
Come on. Let me hear your pain.
wait,
Let me see if hold on. I gotta see if I can learn something from a 20-year-old.
Sleeping next to me crying, and I hear that like I'm punching you out your sleep. Well, what are you saying? I'm crying for in my bed. Like that is number one.
Self-defense.
Like I feel like now you get
Okay, I can see that.
I put my hands on you. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
Hold on. Sis over here that said, hold on.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, that explains it. That's that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
All right. However,
Could I make it work?
you what?
I'm Haitian.
So we got 2 Haitian
Oh, why
Scorpios.
you
2
do
Haitian
that?
Scorpios. 2 Haitian Scorpios in the house. But my girl got a rock.
Yes, I'm married.
So-
Been married for 11 years.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I was 24. Yes, and I have a 9-year-old son, one child.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Congratulations.
So his sneaky link can't die,
I mean,
and he be sad.
You already.
I will be set for life. That's all that matters. If anything happens,
You signed a prenup? No,
No,
so I'm
I did
kidding.
not.
I'm kidding.
Did
I'm
not.
kidding.
Did not.
I'm kidding.
Did not.
Prenup should
She
be
said,
done.
no. Did you hear what
Y'all
she said?
signing one?
She said, I'm set for life.
Right.
That means she
Right.
killing him or having him yes, killed. he would've been dead.
Oh, wait a minute.
That
What?
was like, that's a good insurance policy. Yeah.
You don't want to say too much because then this is
I mean, I'm not gonna kill him.
this is information.
There's no name. There's no name. There's no name.
Right.
I didn't say no name. I didn't say no name.
For the policy to mature.
Yes, I did not say no name.
Y'all are wild.
I didn't even say what my name was.
You
So,
right.
you know,
You
could be
right.
anybody.
You right. I'm feeling that. You right.
Smart.
I love
see
it.
you need some time to heal.
I'm just saying, as a
Okay,
man, I
great.
think it's time for
I'm
me to
gonna
leave
leave
this
you alone.
conversation. I'll be violent.
Hey, welcome to Pandagasms, baby. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
All right, we're not going to keep the mat.
What would the guys do if it was the opposite way around?
Oh.
Your wife was sitting there crying.
Wait, what?
Chewing on
So-
the foot.
All right, what if the shoe was on the other foot, fellas? So your wife.
Yep.
So you're married or in a relationship,
Pregnant
whatever.
and
I wonder what man gonna answer this honestly.
Did you stop? Can I speak?
Sorry.
Thanks. Can all right, so for the men, you're married, right? Your wife's sneaky link dies. She's stressed. She is stressed. Let me add some little bit to this. She's pregnant. She don't know if it's his or yours. All right? Because the women are the carriers. Y'all can't carry the baby. So she's pregnant. She don't know if it's yours or the dead sneaky link. You staying?
I'm staying. Number one, it's not if I was with Kim or anybody else. Number one, when you establish someone, when you are established with someone and you guys have property. Say if I was married to Barbara, I can't right now. I cannot right now go out and get my own apartment. Don't look at me. I can't afford it.
So it's cheaper to keep her.
I'm about to say, is that what that saying means? Is keeper to keeper? Like you would just
Barbara and I, we gonna make it work.
He said, nope. Since she already know, and my wife done put me out, I'm going with the sneaky link.
Home dude, we're gonna call him up. You say
He's dead.
He's dead.
Even better.
Life became just a lot easier.
Or you gonna tell the child the truth though? It might not be your child.
Later on, we'll tell the truth. Listen, bro, you're not mine, but I'm gonna raise you as mine.
No, I raised you as mine because now he's older. Or she.
Boom, boom, boom. High school into college, not middle school into college. Not middle school into high school. High school after you graduate into college. Because that,
it's a different mindset. Yeah.
You're going to make that happen.
That makes sense.
Let me tell you something. Between mortgage, rent, your credit report, and all that other stuff, it is cheaper
to keep her. But then you're going to be suffering in silence.
I'm not suffering.
Got the black card.
Yo, let me tell you.
She's suffering.
Right. She's suffering with the guilt.
Let me just clarify something real quick. Now, I'm sorry for saying this. It will not be any stress to me because there's always a way of building another bedroom no matter where you are.
This is true. This is true. There's a lot of dangling and twat to catch. I'm just saying.
For a child, I will go backwards for a child.
Okay.
For the betterment of the child having a good life, you would do it. That's dope.
So basically, you're saying that you will go out there and cheat, do what you want to do because she already cheated, so you feel like you could do whatever you want to do and still come back in the house. Yes. You just said you're not gonna stay in the same bedroom. You're gonna stay in a different room. So that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna be going out there, do what you want to do because basically she can tell you she's a cheater.
So she's asking.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
What are you asking? Like, I'm sorry.
I'm saying like you will be going out there, do what you want to do, and then come back home because you only home for the child.
We having a good time for that child, baby. Let me tell you.
He said, "What's good for the goose is good for the gander." I ain't mad at you, bro.
That's another subject right
there. We have 4 other men, guys. Nobody. Come on, groom.
We got Jamaican. We got 100%.
What would you say? All right.
Just too distraught.
You'll be too distraught.
Yeah, I would look into myself. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, he takes himself
I would.
apart.
You would think it was on your fault.
Why would you do it to me? Why? What did I do to allow you to want to do that?
To go that That's crying and trying like.
If you're trying to figure out what a woman thinks sometimes, I think you'll be dead. Because women do things, I don't even think they understand.
I told you I'm not wrapped too tight. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why do you cheat? Go men are go there and what do you cheat? They don't even know why they cheat for.
This is true.
They don't even know the reason.
Most people don't know.
They're trying to fit in with see other people going. I think I went to a party not too long ago and I saw this guy. I know he's married. I know his wife. But he was dancing with every girl in there. And I was telling my husband, would you be comfortable to do that if I'm not there? He was like, well, when I go out, I dance, but not like that, And I'm like, oh, okay. But in my head, I'm like, Jenny, you do dance too, so don't tell him shit. So,
Jenny said I'm dancing too, so don't say anything.
Culturally dance.
Right.
Dance
culturally.
Totally different.
That's why my eyes
I don't like seeing, I feel like if you are married or in a relationship, there's certain things you should not be doing, and which is the dancing part. Because dancing is not like, you're not holding anybody. You're dubbing, you're doing everything. So you need to have a respect for yourself.
Yes.
Right.
So with that being said, if you're in a relationship or you're married, I don't care what it is. If you want to go out and have a drink with your friends, then do so. But the dancing part, no. With that being said, when I say I dance with a limit. I'm not gonna dance with a man like doing
yourself.
Yes, with my friends and everything, have fun. But I'm not gonna go and a man coming to me, can you dance? No, because I mean, it's clear that I'm married, but I have to have respect for myself.
Right.
Because if I don't have respect for myself, they're not gonna have respect for me.
Yeah. Amen.
So I feel like it can go both ways. I think you can still dance in a respectful manner because there's a little 2-step where you're just like don't.
That is true, but
going
you know
left to
the
right.
man, they be drinking,
I understand.
And then when you move your hand, they still don't understand. So like you just like
she out here beating dudes up in the club. I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad at you.
So of me doing that,
yes.
So let me just.
Sometimes people, So I agree. When I do go out, I only dance with people I know.
Yes.
If it's a guy I know and he could take the 30 seconds of the song before it mixes and we say deuces and we out and we laugh it off, cool. But some men, you're right, don't know how to take that 30 second and keep it moving.
They think they own you for the night.
For the night.
Yes.
Yeah. And then that's when it gets tricky and you're like, nah. We don't do that over here.
A quick 30 seconds.
Because that's how long the song lasts in the party. They play it 30 seconds tops, and then they switch it to something else.
He's like,
when the song is over, the dance is over. You move.
A quick 30 seconds.
A quick 30 seconds.
It's so attractive to see men after my wife. That's all.
Ooh, you like to see men after your wife.
That's another subject.
No, it's not. Let's go. Men.
Why not? Me being the wife, let me plan out the scenario for a second.
For a drink, I need two.
So
when I turn around and I give him one.
Right. I absolutely agree.
We've been together for so long that...
Hold on, pause. Okay. You got to tell what's so long.
We've been together for 25 years and married for 19. So...
we got a lot of positive role models in this house for some loving marriages, y'all.
So we've been together for so long that we have totally are oblivious to people flirting. Like, he will notice if a guy's flirting with me, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, I got some bubble gum. You want some?
Oh, my God.
I'm so oblivious. And the same thing with him. I'd be like, you know that girl was flirting with you? No, she wasn't. Because we don't notice it because
y'all so into each other.
Yeah. And not only that, we're like fun-loving people. So if someone comes and starts talking to you, I'm going to talk and be friendly. I'm not thinking, oh, he's pushing up on me. I'm like, what drink is that? Because it's purple. Oh, yeah? How much alcohol is it? All right, I'm going to buy one. You want one too? Sure. Like, that's just how we are. So when he says he likes to watch men hit on me, I'm not observant
that the guy is hitting on you.
So it's not until we get home and he's like, you look beautiful tonight. I was like, oh, thank you. Damn, you look sexy. That guy with the purple shirt. And he was? And he's like, yeah, you didn't know this? I'm like, I told him his cologne was overrated, but you know.
Damn.
If you saw something else, I don't know what happened. It's crazy. He'd be like, but you didn't notice? No.
But to clarify that up, I also do the same thing because I'm not interested into the weave, into the eyelashes, into the nails,
long nails.
The long nails. So when I do see a woman that is natural and she's out into a Caribbean party, it is nice to compliment you guys because I like the dreads that you guys are rocking. I like the natural ways that you guys are doing, but I'm not into the weave and I'm not into the eyelashes that we're having a conversation.
Right. And your eyelashes is coming at me.
That's not my thing. So sometimes I've noticed when I'm drinking the dark liquor, you can say, you look nice, you looking good, and
it stays there.
It'll be misunderstood.
Oh,
that's another thing too.
So
Alfred,
that's the problem.
Alfred is
he's mad social.
He's very social. And he's the type of person where if he sees a woman and she is being herself as she's exerting that confidence, he's gonna come up to her and be like, yo, I love your this, I love your that, you look beautiful, da da da. And other women and other wives would be like, doesn't that bother you? And I'm like, no, I love the fact that my husband has so much confidence in himself and in our marriage that he could give another queen a compliment. You just lifted that woman up tenfold. And so most of the times I'm with him, he'd be like, Kim, don't she look good in that dress? And I'd be like, yes, you look very beautiful. So now it's like a double compliment. Not because she's not only getting it from him, she's getting it, it's like a 100%, yes, girl, you are working that dress kind of thing.
They think y'all swingers, huh?
A couple more right here.
They're like, They're swingers. They trying to pick me up. Y'all think y'all slick. Y'all think y'all slick. Y'all be after them tanties trying to get your husband a sugar mama. I don't do entrapments. Entanglements. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
It's not an entanglement unless they can pay the mortgage. If you can pay if you can pay our mortgage, we good to go.
Hey,
You got a point.
Y'all wouldn't understand.
We like, oh, you want to go on vacation? No. The first is next week, girlfriend.
Hold on.
We going on vacation.
That's so true because remember the time we was in King of Diamonds and he's there complimenting the stripper? He was rubbing on the stripper's like, he's like, girl, you smell so good. So the other stripper's like, so I don't smell good? He's like, no, you too, but she smells so
And
good.
he's like, Kim, the one that smells good, I'm going to give you a lap dance here. And I'm like,
yeah.
Just smell her, Kim. Just smell her. I can't smell and have a lap dance at the same time.
You can. You can. When her back is to you, you just like.
And then he be like, he got the other stripper. He's like, so how's your day going?
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of work? You working hard? What time you get off? You want me to buy you a pizza? I'd be like, buy 2 pizzas.
No, we're not buying that. Guys, I absolutely appreciate all the input, the different perspectives that were given here from the wows, the extended family members, the bonus family, the bonus sons, the bonus daughters, the bonus moms, dads, everybody here, the friends, the extended friends that traveled distances to be here to celebrate the couple. We appreciate everybody who's here, everybody who came on today. Thank you for sitting around here and joining in and saying and whatever. Just thank you. We appreciate that because that's what we do because we family.
And here we go.
Yeah. Who's starting up?
Okay, no, I need a drink.
And there might be a wedding after show.
So with that, no, we're not. With that, I guess we'll finish.
No, we're not.
With that, we're gonna end the show because everyone wants to have a drink. But before we go, last episode we had to pause the show for my dad and for Toya's dad, for Big Cap's dad. We want to send them some healing energy. Both of our dads are in the hospital right now, so we just want to wish them speedy recovery and have them out to be back with their families with all the peace and love that we have to offer so that they can receive it. And with that, we out.
Yeah.